I'm here with our new friend Wood, who is 13 years old. He's lost his arm and his mom and dad in the tragedy of the earthquake. And right now we're talking about getting him placed in an orphanage that can care for him for the immediate time, given the fact that he has no family. Did Wood have brothers and sisters too? No, just Wood. They died. Okay. Oh, did they die? And how many brothers and sisters were there?
One brother, one.
And how old were they?
One had 12. My little brother had 12. And the other half, the other one has 2.
That's 2 years old.
Okay, all right. Very good. And you pulled them out of the rubble, is that correct? You rescued Wood? Okay, very good. Were you in the rubble for a long time? Did you have to be in there for a long time? 2 days you were in there. Okay. Did you praise the Lord during that time? Yes, that was a strong we. Praise the Lord. And we see God has answered your prayers. Now, the Bible says that weeping is for a season, but joy cometh in the morning. So now is the time of weeping, but there will be joy in the morning. So this is the first step towards that joy. Merci, Seigneur. After many hours of discussion and interaction, there was a unanimous feeling on the part of everyone, including Wood himself, that the very best thing would be to take him to the orphanage, where he will be with other children, where he will be loved, where he'll be cared for, and possibly someday placed in the hands of a loving Christian American family. The tears are flowing, the emotions are high, but we're praising God because the Lord has brought this about, and this precious boy, by God's grace, is going to be in for a wonderful, blessed experience as we pull into his new home tonight. We're driving through a very dirty, dusty part of Port-au-Prince, which has been hit really hard by the earthquake. I have in the truck with me, in fact, he was sitting with me until a minute ago. He got afraid, he became afraid, so we put him inside the truck. Wood, who's a 13-year-old boy that we picked up earlier today. And I don't even know, how do you explain the feelings that a little boy has when he doesn't fully understand, what the next minute is going to hold in his life. We're taking him to a brand new home right now. Tonight he's going to have a real meal. He hasn't had a real meal in a very long time. He's going to be with other children like himself. He's going to be the only amputee, but he's going to be loved, and it's going to be with Christians that are going to pour out his heart. And there's a possibility that this little boy could someday be adopted. His family's all dead. They're all dead. And here is the incredible thing. When the earthquake happened on January 2nd, the walls came crashing down. His mother grabbed him just as the walls were coming down, put her head right into his bosom to protect him from the falling bricks. The bricks came down, crushing his mother, killing her. It came down so hard that her head smashed his arm, and it ultimately had to be amputated. But because she held him, she saved his life. He was the only one in that building that lived. This was the supreme act of a mother's love. And so, even in her death, she saved the life of this little boy. I asked him, he was inside, he was covered by the rubble with his mother's dead body on him for 2 days. And I asked him, I said, what did you do? And he said, I prayed to the Lord, and I cried out to God. This is a boy that has a reputation for a ferocious faith. So if you're watching this report, pray for this young man. Pray for Wood, that God would just bless him with the hope of Christ manifest in the loving arms of a Christian family and real care for him. Pray that God would help him to overcome the difficulty, that we'd get a good prosthetic for him, and he would be suited so he could live a long and healthy life of service to God. Thank you so much. I know that so many of you out there are doing just that right now.